Call on Government Orders of the Day numbers 3 to 5.
Ngāti Rangi Taorere Claim Settlement Bill, third reading. Ngāti Rangi Wewehi Claim Settlement Bill, third reading. Tapuika Claim Settlement Bill, third reading.
The Honourable Dr. Peter Sharples.
Mr. Speaker, I move that the Ngāti Rangi Taorere Claim Settlement Bill, the Ngāti Rangi Wewehi Claim Settlement Bill, and the Tapuika Claim Settlement Bill be now read a third time. Nā reira, te arawa waka, te arawa iwi, te arawa tangata. Nau mai haramaira ki tau houtou whare. Kia whakaoti ai tēnei krem, tēnei te wā whakamutunga mo tēnei kreme, nā reire he honore māku te tū ki te mihi kia koutou, me ngā tini mate kua mauri a koutou ki rōwhare. Nā reira rātou, kua ngaro atu i a koutou i enei wiki te marama nei, haere oki pai te kaihanga, hei whāriki a mātātou. Nā reira koutou ngā mate kia koutou a huki ko tātou te hunga ora kia tātou. Nā reira tēnā koutou katoa. Mr. Speaker, today we welcome the sons and daughters of the great Te Arawa Waka. I don't usually say that in front of Te Ururo, but he's not in the house anyway. He's probably gone for a run. Yeah. But I'm honoured to welcome the people of Ngāti Rangi Wewehi, Ngāti Rangi Te Aorere, Tapuika, for the third reading of Ngā Punawai o Te Tokotoru Omnibus Bill. Iwi eternally bound by whakapapa, forever bound by history, and today in this house finally bound by justice. We remember the tipuna who a millennia ago set off from the sands of Whenua Kura. Today their journey reaches Parliament as Ngāti Rangi Wewehi, Ngāti Rangi Te Aorere and Tapuika, once again to work together for the future of their people, Mr. Speaker. Ngā Punawai o Te Tokotoru is a large natural grouping of these three iwi of Te Arawa, whose members are based in and around Te Puke and Rotorua. While they have negotiated some aspects of their settlements as part of the Tokotoru, they have signed separate deeds of settlement, and they've shown whanaungatanga on the one hand, as well as rangatiratanga tēnā koutou. Ngā Punawai o Te Tokotoru Omnibus here gives effect to aspects of all three deeds of settlement signed by the Crown between 2012 and 2013 with all three iwi, and will settle all outstanding historical, treaty and waitangi claims for Ngāti Rangi Te Aorere, Ngāti Rangi Wewehi and Tapuika. Mr. Speaker, ko tiheia te maunga, ko awahau me kai tāhuna ngā awa, ko tarimano te marae, ko puhirua me orangi kāhui, ngā takotorango ngā tīpuna, ko rangi wewehi te iwi. The Crown brought war to Tauranga in 1864. And after Ngāti Rangi Wewehi supported their traditional allies, 290,000 acres of land were confiscated. All customary interests in lands returned were compulsorily extinguished. Mr. Speaker, 100 years later, 1966, and in our lifetime here, Ngāti Rangi Wewehi's land loss continued with the enforced Crown acquisition of whenua at Ngongotaha. A pump station was built over the ancestral Taniwha Springs, which remains to this very day. Unless something happened overnight. The Crown breached the Treaty of Waitangi in its dealings with the descendants of Ngāti Rangi Wewehi. Over generations, lands were lost lives were taken and the potential of the iwi eroded. So today we focus on the future. So I acknowledge Ngāti Rangiwewehi's 2040 strategy, the advancement of Rangiwewehi people as Rangiwewehi, which captures the essence of what a treaty settlement should be, to focus the energies into the future while considering the social, economic, and cultural and spiritual growth and activity that affirms and maintains the mana and the tino rangatiratanga over Ngāti Rangiwewehi resources and the knowledge, mātauranga of Ngāti Rangiwewehi. Ngāti Rangiwewehi tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Mr. Speaker, he wai ko ripo no wai o hewa, ka ki mātai kōtare, ka koenga te titiro ki ngā uri o rangi whakaekea. Te whakapakari nei ki te pupuri ngā taonga tuku iho ko Ngāti Rangi Te Aorere ka ora e. The 1800s saw Ngāti Rangi Te Aorere drawn into the New Zealand Wars with huge consequences. The native land courts, land policies left the Crown with lands that were flat, fertile and easily accessible by road. Ngāti Rangi Te Aorere, they were left with lands that were fragmented, steep, inaccessible and uneconomic. 50 years ago, the Tikitere geothermal field, prized by generations of Ngāti Rangi Te Aorere for its medicinal, spiritual and economic benefits, was taken by the Crown with the Geothermal Energy Act of 1953. The compulsory takeover of an ancestral wāhi tapu. A whakatauaki from Ngāti Rangi Te Aorere, a queer leader, captures the challenge of this new treaty settlement era. Ka hore I hangaia te kupenga hei hopu ika anake, engari I hangaia kia oi roto I te neke o te tai. The net is not fashioned purely to catch fish, but also to be flexible so that it may flow with the tide. Awesome. Ngāti Rangi Te Aorere, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Mr. Speaker, mai I ngā pai maunga, ki te toro puke e tū kau mai rā, ki te awa e rere mai ana, wai hata whenua, ko te takapū o takutamaiti a tapuika. This ancient claim defining the boundaries of their homelands was made by the Tipuna Chief Tia aboard the Te Arawa Waka. However, the arrival of the Crown in this rohe soon brought war to Tia's people, and his ancient claim, along with the promises within the Treaty of Waitangi, were broken. A series of claims made by others to Tapuika ancestral lands culminated with the Crown land alienation policies that was akin to raupatu, punishing Tapuika for taking up arms against the Crown in the 1860s. The land loss was widespread and severe. Tapuika's loss would lead to the alienation of Tia's people from their ancestral lands, deprived of economic, social, spiritual and cultural autonomy. Generations of Tapuika families have suffered incalculable loss. This settlement sought to address historical grievances which included the wars in the Bay of Plenty, the Native Land Court, the impact on Tapuika of management modification and degradation of the waterways within Te Takapū or Tapuika, public works takings, and the loss of Tapuika's identity. Today, Tapuika can move forward in a positive treaty relationship to rebuild, to restore, and once again thrive. The Tapuika Reo Revitalisation Strategy is an example of what is already taking place. Congratulations. Mr. Speaker, all these things, the peoples of Ngāti Rangi Wewehi, Ngāti Rangi Te Aorere, and Tapuika have suffered, can never be forgotten. And yet, these iwi, despite that, wish to settle their grievances with the Crown, with mana and with dignity. So they honour us with their incredible generosity. Aha ko te hi tore te raupatu, ko tae mai koutou, ko huki anō koutou ki kone. Ngā Punawai o te Tokotoru has enabled all three iwi to collectively negotiate with the Crown and also help each other with their individual claims. The spirit of whanaungatanga and rangatiratanga demonstrated by Ngāti Rangi Te Aorere, Ngāti Rangi Wewehi and Tapuika has enabled the resolution of claims across three tribes. This cooperative approach, Mr. Speaker, is already being replicated across Aotearoa. So I thank Ngā Punawai o te Tokotoru for leading by example. So many of those who have made this day possible are no longer with us, but this bill's passing, their mana and their mahi kua tia rātou will forever be honoured in the laws of this country and in the hearts of you, the descendants. Today is the day to remember those who have passed on, to resolve grievances with those who are with us today, and to plan for those yet to be born. From the sacred marae of Tapu Tapu Aotea, to the beating hearts of Te Arawa, to the New Zealand House of Representatives, Te Arawa e, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Kei raro.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. Reno Tirakatini.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker. Te Arawa waka, Ngāti Rangi Wewehi,